Hello everyone. So again, for the sake of copyright, I will be showing gameplay instead of showing clips from the show so I don't have any risk of getting a strike. Please like and subscribe or support me on Patreon. I would love to do this full time if possible. Also, before I get into it, this is a spoiler warning as I will be talking about a lot of different moments from the show. So I finished Rock as a Lady's Modesty and it was pretty good. The concept is actually pretty interesting. The main protagonist is a girl who is trying to become a high-class lady and wants to give up on her love of rock, but when she meets a fellow student who loves rock, her whole world gets turned upside down and she jumps back into the world she loves. Rock on, am I right? I think that the setting and art direction are pretty decent. There's a mix of bright colors when it's all of the fancy shit. The bougie and affluent things are usually colored in yellows, whites, and bright greens, etc. Then when they switch to the rock stuff, the colors change to more beige, dark colors that match with the more intense guitar playing and rock moments, even when they're at the fancy school. Makes you really feel emo, you know what I mean? The music is pretty cool as well, especially when the main character, Lisa, starts shredding it on the guitar. I like that the animation matches for the most part with the guitar playing as well as the other instruments, and you can feel the intensity of the music and each player getting to shine from the guitar down to the keyboard. Each player gets to shine through when they start rocking, and I think it's great that they focus on each instrument in those moments. The characters themselves are okay. I think that the most compelling character is obviously the main character, Lisa. Her conflict with her love of rock and her attempts to become a noble maiden is intriguing, seeing the way she tries to navigate both lives at the same time. Now, what exactly is a noble maiden? The nobles, the maidens, or something like that. I still don't really know. When her mother shows up and gives her that empty look, I feel really bad for her because you know she's trying to be a noble maiden to make her mom and stepdad happy, even though it is so counter to who she really is. Kind of reminds me of my parents constantly being disappointed in me, am I right? And you can really see that difference when she rocks out. Like when they get to their first gig with the orchestra and she starts popping off during the performance, you see how much she enjoys it and hates the thought of giving it up. I think that the other band members are kind of whatever though. Like Drummer Girl is kind of interesting, but at the same time not really, since she just has like two modes. Her bubbly side, which is when on all the time, and then when her angry side comes on, she starts cussing and stuff after she does some rockin'. The bass girl is also kind of whatever, to be honest, and Piano Girl is my least favorite, not gonna lie. Because she just joins the band out of nowhere and is like, I want to be more confident, let me rock out with you guys, and that's kind of it. I know there's like a whole thing where she needs to earn the approval of bass girl, so Lisa is like coaching her and stuff, but she's the least compelling one of the four girls. I think that the story is also pretty simple and whatever for the most part. Lisa gets discovered by Drummer Girl as a guitarist, and they eventually form a band after some conflict. Then the Piano Girl joins them, and then Bass Girl after a rock battle. Like, there's not much really noteworthy things besides when they start playing, to be honest. But when they do start rocking out, that's when the anime is at its best, like I explained earlier. And like I also explained earlier, I did enjoy seeing the conflict that Lisa has with her love of rock and what her family expects out of her, and how she starts sneaking out and around in order to play the guitar with the band. I did think it was interesting that they decided not to have vocals and decided to become an instrumental band as well. Overall, the anime was pretty good. I would give it a 7 out of 10.